on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Think about it. We'll get into everything that we're going to get into as we go along, but I got to rant real quick. But why would you throw out an inexperienced pitcher in a game you're still close in? And I don't care what the record is. You show up for a fucking rivalry game. But he's actually talking to him constantly. That is a sign of a really, really good coach.
It's the ToddFox postgame podcast with your host, ToddFox.
Because the only thing I want to yell is fuck! Hey, welcome into another edition of the Angels baseball post-game show here with Todd Fox as I'm mumbled and jumbling around. I can't believe it. The bullpen did good tonight. They win 5-2. The thong is still alive and could possibly happen. But the Angels get the victory here tonight, 5-2 in the Bronx. It was a pitching matchup that wasn't sexy on paper by no means. My boy got the start tonight. And at least a lot of you guys were calling out for a early exit by him, and I was ready. I was ready to troll all of you guys when he went 3 innings and he was looking pretty untouchable. And I'm thinking, okay, the Yankees have suffered some injuries. They have 3 starters out. They don't have the strongest lineup right now. Stanton's not out there. This is a good game for Suarez to maybe build his confidence. And then what happened? Suarez decided to play like he played last year in the first 4 innings. He couldn't get past the 4th inning. The 4th inning was his eternal kryptonite, and it happened again tonight. But first, we'll get into what happened on the field. The Angels got a 2-run homer in the first inning by Shohei Ohtani, and they led 2-0 off of Schmidt. Schmidt wasn't coming in with a sparkling ERA himself. So again, this is a guy that's not going to be your everyday starter or every weekly starter. He's just filling the holes for the Yankees. But the Angels got up 2 runs right there. And then they were able to get a leadoff double by Mike Trout. T.O. Tony came through with a single, and then lo and behold, Hunter Renfroe, who just continues to knock in RBIs, hit a triple down the left field line. He went to third on a throwing error. Well, I guess they didn't give him an error. Well, yeah, they did give him an error. So it was a double and then another base, so it was a double. So back to 2 doubles and 3 at-bats, but you had 3 guys that you really need to get going, which is Trout, Rendon, and then Renfroe in a game if you want to win, And Renfroe knocked in the 4th run. It looked like it was good. Like we were 4-0. I never said, okay, the game's done, but I was feeling pretty good, 4-0. The big key was, can Suarez get it into the 4th or 5th inning? And, well, he couldn't. He got into the 4th inning, but then he gave up a walk and then another walk, and then you had the bases loaded jam right there. Wantz came in after Suarez could only get 1 out. He surrendered a run, but it was both charged to Suarez. And then Wantz the bullpen kicked in. Wantz came out for another inning. Let's look at what the Angels numbers here did for the pitching. Again, Suarez, 3 1/3 inning, 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 earned runs by him, but he had 6 walks. 6 walks, dude, and again, I'm trying to will this guy to better fortunes, and he just can't do it. I thought the way he ended last year, this is going to be the breakout player, but Suarez couldn't get it going. So the matchup between him and Schmidt was, not going to be a sexy one like I said on paper, but Suarez and Schmidt went together tonight. It was Shohei getting the early home run. Then you had a big RBI to make it 4-0 by our boy Hunter Renfroe right there. As you see the picture slides, I'm learning how to use this equipment. Then Andrew Wantz came in, and he pitched really good. Like I said, Wantz came in, got the W out of relief, pitching an inning and 2/3 to qualify, 2 strikeouts and just the 1 walk. His ERA is still at 0. Herget came in, and for all you naysayers, he looked really good. For the 6th and 7th inning, he got his 4th hold of the year. He did not allow a damn thing. He got 2 nice strikeouts and 2 wicked sliders. He pitched really good. Then also you had Jaime Becerra, who I was very shocked to see come out for the 8th inning. I'm like, okay, this is someone else's job, like Estevez. But again, you have Herget pitching earlier in the game. Then you don't have our boy Tepera, who's hurt. So you had to rely on the another pitcher. Then you went to Quijada. And Quijada did really good. I mean, he was just 1, 2, 3, 2 strikeouts and a pop-up, and the game is over. So in all actuality, your bullpen just surrendered 1 walk. That's it. Just 1 walk through, and I don't care if the wind is blowing in like it was tonight, or if if it was just like, good pitching all around. I mean, they just, or a Yankee lineup that's not at its strongest. It's still really excellent job by the bullpen to get it done in a tough environment. So game 1 is out the way. The Angels get the W. Quijada gets his 3rd save, I believe. Yeah, it's his 3rd save. And the Angels do their job tonight. Ohapi's family was there. Shout out to our boy Fernando. And I'm a little late on it, but 714 tickets, 714 tickets, 714 tickets. We keep getting emails, text. We keep getting message that we're getting a lot of these orders in. At least I am on my side. I'm getting it too from 714 tickets themselves. People are cashing in to not only Dodger games. A friend of mine got Laker tickets. A friend of mine got Dodger tickets. They got Kings tickets, not just Angels tickets. You can get tickets for any team. It just does not reserve you for the Angels just because it says 714 tickets. No, you can get concert stuff. Just put in on the promo, Heedy, Halos in the infield. You automatically get 10% off of your purchase. So if you buy 4 tickets, 10% off of 4 tickets, like $400, that's a lot of money. It all adds up. Then you get an additional 5% to your next purchase. So in all actuality, you get 15%. Plus your name is in a drawing. We have a ton of names to sort through. We're going to put them in this big thing and just sort of randomize it and see if we can pick out a name. And that person's going to win a jersey. Courtesy of Halos in the infield, you're going to win a brand new freaking jersey. A surprise mystery jersey. So it's a mystery jersey of who you're going to get. But we have one ready for you. So just wait, and it's going to be already here. I'm telling you, there's a lot of cool stuff coming up. We're going to have some merchandise news here probably next week or this weekend. So I'm telling you, we got a lot of things to get to, and it's going to be very, very exciting. That the tailgate on July 1st is getting more spicier and juicy as we talk about it and get other people involved. It's going to be very big, and with your help, it's going to be even bigger. So we're looking forward to everything coming up. We got some charity stuff going on. So it's Angels, Yankees. Let's get back to it. The Angels get a big victory. Let's get into some awards for tonight, because I think if in all actuality, I'm trying to figure out who I should give it to tonight. Again, Trout had 2 hits, but there wasn't much else. Ward had 2 hits. He was 2 for 5, raising his average to 250. He had been slumping. Ohtani had the big 2-run homer. You could possibly give it to him. So I'm trying to figure out who I should give it to as far as a player of the game. And then I already have let's see. I think I know who I'm gonna give it to. The Nachos. You know what? I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna give it to. Let's just get into the awards. I'm gonna stop mumbling. How about that? We'll see some John Stamos. A little extra John Stamos never killed anybody. Never killed me. Just my pants and underwear. Anyway, let's move to the player of the game, the John Stamos Award, the coveted John Stamos Award. And I think I'm going to give it to our boy, Andrew Wantz. He continues to be perfect out of the bullpen. Another inning and 2/3, earning the victory tonight. And you could possibly give it to all 4 guys, but then that would make Randy complain, and he'd say, "Oh, you have to add 4 guys." But we're gonna make it easy on you and give it to Wantz tonight, and he's gonna get player of the game. And then we're gonna give it to we're gonna go to the Nacho Award right now. We're gonna give it the coveted Nacho Award for the worst player on the field.
All the chips, all the cheese, all the refried beans, all the onion and tomato and the guacamole, all the beef and jalapeno and the sour cream, all the nachos. All the nachos, all the chips, all the cheese, all the refried beans, all the onion and tomato and the guacamole.
We're going to give to Schmidt. He was a tough luck loser tonight. He gave up 4 runs, all earned, 6 hits, 3 2/3 pitching. He did have 5 strikeouts and no walks, so that's encouraging if you're a Yankee fan. He did settle down there for a couple innings, but those 4 runs were the difference in the game, and he gets the loss. He gets tagged with a loss. There wasn't really terrible performances out in the field right there, so it wasn't one of those glaring ones where you could say, oh, guy had like 3 or 4 strikeouts. But no, we're going to give it to Schmidt. Then he earns the Nachos. The Stamos Award goes to Wantz. And then let's see. Also, I have Fernando's in attendance, so I'm gonna have I'm gonna message him because he wanted to chime in here. So we're gonna have him chime in about 5 or 10 minutes here. We'll have him talk about his experience there. I'll send him the message when we're good and ready here. We're almost there. I just wanted to get into a couple things before we get started with the phone calls. Not yet. And let's see. Also, let me see. I got a couple more things to get to. Yeah, the Angels. What do you guys think about the bullpen tonight getting the job done? Do you think this is something that they could work on? Because we need to strengthen this team before we hit the the next road trip, because the next road trip is going to be kind of hard. A lot of people aren't giving that one as much credit as they did for this road trip in particular, but we have the tough the Brewers on the road and the Cardinals. Those aren't easy places to win, but guess what? We got the win tonight, and everyone in unison when Quijada got that strikeout, they all screamed. So there you go. Mateo checks in with games. And then finally, bullpen came through. Jason Hess says 2 wins away from an unforgettable experience. I don't know about that, man, because I'm going to be.
Sorry, we're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody!
Yeah, if we go streaking against the Yankees, dude, I'm in that thong. Oh man. And then it's going to be Cisco as a starting sign or starting song. Great game tonight. Light that baby up, Nats fan says. Dan Rio says, I hate the yucking Fankies. Ha ha, light that baby up. Hi guy says, how close are we to seeing Rendon is back or saying Rendon's back? Well, we got a ways to go. Look, Teal Tony's gone to right field a couple times, gotten a couple doubles and singles to drop in there. I get it. But he's not playing every day. I'd be surprised if there was too much wind for him tonight and he takes off tomorrow. I really want to see him get on a run. Now, I like that fly ball he hit deep to bring in another RBI. So that's all well and good, but we got to see more and more of this. Grillmaster says, duh, Yankees lose. And then also Todd add the Yankees lose soundboard to the, I could add that to the soundboard. Josh says, sup, daddy. Try to hear says, I'm the biggest Rendon hater, but he stepped it up today. He sure did. Rye says the Yankees lose, the Stankies lose. Matt Theis, Kyle Higasika with errors. I can't even say his name in 1 inning behind the plate. Yeah, that's true. He had the 2 errors. I think the ball that went behind on the throw home to try to get Trout, and then also catcher's interference. Where have we seen that before, right? So for him alone, the Yankees were playing this music. And it's finally good to see an opponent make mistakes other than us. Grillmaster also says, give him the Nacho Night Award tonight. Renfroe is a dog. Tio Tony doing Tio things, Randy says. Randy also says Suarez needs to head to the pen. Here we go. And it's going to be all that stuff about Suarez again. I still believe in him, man. Because why?
Blue, you're my boy!
Suarez, you're my boy! Herget came and showed up tonight, Jason Hess says. Trout doubled up at first. Come on, man. Trout here says. Also, balls, and John Stamos. That sounds like a request.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
It's 714 tickets where you could buy today and go tonight. Nats fan says Herget seems to do better with the contacts and not with the glasses. That's true. Also, Robert says, let me see that thong still alive. It still is, actually. Also, what kind of contacts are we talking about? The eyes. Oh, geez. Here we go. Fernando says, I got my tickets from 714 tickets. Hell yeah. Hasselman must have forgot how old I was, or Rendon Hasselman. Randy Yaz says, oh, that Todd, he's so scandalous, and you know other. Oh, here we go. Stop with it. Javier also, let's see. Jeez, it threw me off again. This thing is as bad as Lula when it comes to messages. Let's see, threw me off big time. Oh, there it is. Javier Ortiz says, we are winning this series to 714 tickets. It's the same price as other apps. Whack. No, you do get a discount, Javier. I mean, look, it's not as bad as Ticketmaster. It's not as bad as what's the other one? There's Ticketmaster and I'm forgetting the other one. But Game Time can be iffy. I know Game Time could sometimes beat it, but 714 tickets gives us that homegrown what is it called? Advantage. So I would suggest to go with them. I'm not just being a bootlicking houseman like Roger Lodge. I'm actually using the app, and it actually works. Renfro for Stamos, duh. Lamb deserves some nachos. Well, he did have a 3 strikeout game. Stamos to the bullpen for holding the Yankees lineup. I would, but Randy complains. Where's the new nachos? I didn't get it yet, Randy. You got to resend it. I honestly did not get it. I forgot to tell you about that. Can't wait for Walsh to be back. Kind of tired of seeing Lamb out there. What? Mike Lamb is good. Also, Wentz has a hot girlfriend. Bro, better have a good inning. Otherwise, I'm going to take a bud, girl. Oh, geez. Randy says, and tell him to get Logan's family's info so we can send the Ohapi shirts. Yeah, that's going to be an update. So, yeah, that would be something to do right there because Fernando ran into, what do you call it, Ohapi's family. So that's pretty cool, and I'm sure he'll fill us in on that right now. Let's see. Otherwise, Rendon sucks at Steve Elise right there. Cowboy Carlos says bullpen was on tonight. The thong lives on. Infinite One says Austin Warren's wife is hot. Well, you guys are checking out other guys' wife. That's wrong. Teal Tony has been back all year. I said this. Him having. Oh, here we go. This was asked for. I think I know who this is.
Viva Los Angelitos, checking in from the not-so-beautiful city of New York.
New York. It's Fernando.
Dude, it's funny how they were playing that Frank Sinatra song, like, after the Yankees lost. And, like, the Yankees fans around me were just pissed. They're like, why are we playing this song today? We lost.
Well, don't they play 2 different versions? Don't they play one for when they win and one when they lose?
That's a good question. I've never been here when the Yankees won, so.
Oh, wow. Then you're a good luck charm.
Yeah, exactly. At least on our end. Man, oh, man, what a game to go to. We were talking offline. I was a little worried just because, the Red Sox series obviously didn't go our way. But, man, the team looked good overall today. Jose Suarez looked happy going into the game. I yelled El Demente as he was warming up, and he looked over at me and just kind of gave me that side smirk smile he gives. But, Suarez didn't look bad today, man.
Yeah, I mean, those first 3 innings, I was already starting to work on a meme to shove it in your guys' face on our message board. So I was ready, but then that 4th inning started, and I'm like, shit, here we go again.
Yeah, no, that was my opinion, when they went to the bullpen and they went to Wentz with, bases loaded and Aaron Judge was up. Nothing against Wentz. I was just worried. I was like, man, with Aaron Judge coming up, I was sweating bullets. But, hey, man, I give the Angels bullpen a lot of credit. They got out of it. And, yeah, man, they looked good. The team looked good. They had some good at-bats. I'll give the devil his due, meaning Rendon. He had a good pop-up. The only thing I got mad about was that ground ball that he slept on. But I'll give Rendon a lot of credit. It was a chilly night here in New York, and I was wearing shorts.
Oh.
So I was freezing. I was getting made fun of by Yankee fans.
Was the wind blowing in right from the left field to right side? Is that what was going on?
It was shifting a lot. The bulk of the game, it was blowing towards home plate.
Okay. That's why, because a lot of off the TV screen we were seeing
home run, even more impressive.
Yeah, because when we were seeing the balls the fly off of the bats, I was like, dude, they look like they're getting knocked down. Like they weren't taking off like they usually do.
Yeah, there was that one that Aaron Judge, I believe, did hit where he hit it to Taylor Ward out there and left. He just got under it, but, the wind definitely knocked it down. But we didn't see very many hard-hit outfield shots the later into the game it went. And the wind was definitely the biggest culprit. But, man, that Ohtani home run, I didn't think was going to get out. That was a wall scraper.
Yeah, I mean, but we'll take it, right? I mean, you needed those early inning runs against the Yankees. And also piling on, I felt they did a good job keeping the pressure on a little bit. Not as much as you'd like. But it wasn't one of those things where they disappeared completely. They were still trying to work walks, get guys on. They were having better productive innings than the Yankees. I mean, the Yankees were getting shut down. I mean, the bullpen, like you said, looked impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said already, man, Anthony Rendon with that much-needed insurance run to just give the Angels a little more breathing room. Because near the end there, the Yankees were starting to threaten just a little bit. But, that big Rendon run came in clutch. Jaime Barria, I was shocked when they in the eighth, like you already said. I was blown away. I was like, why are we putting him in the eighth inning when we still had Estevez available? But, man, Quijada looks good, and Quijada continues to look good. I might be eating crow on that one because he looks really damn good as a closer.
Well, I think me and you will have to share that helping of Crow because I think in the beginning of the season we both agreed he was very wild in the WBC. He was wild in pressure situations last year, and we felt he just overthrew his fastball too much. But, man, he's actually setting up his other pitches with that extraordinarily fast pinpoint fastball where me and you have been getting questions, why haven't they brought up Joyce? Well, because Joyce isn't doing what Quijada's doing. Joyce isn't establishing his fastball, then relying on the other pitches for strikeouts, because that's what Quijada's doing. And then even when they foul off his changeup or his slider, he just burns them with the heat.
Yeah, the other thing with Ben Joyce, he hasn't really had, we've already established on the interview we did with him that he hasn't had a lot of experience and really a big opportunity to grow. And there's a lot of players that can adapt at the major league level. But I just don't think Ben Joyce is ready to take that step just yet with his lack of experience. I mean, the guy pitched, 1 year of college and junior college, and then he got injured, and then he had that one healthy year in Tennessee, and then he got drafted. So, the guy hasn't had a lot of experience pitching multiple days in a row like you have to be a back end of the bullpen guy. If you're a closer, sometimes you have to pitch 2, 3, maybe 4 straight games if those are meaningful games. And I just don't think Ben Joyce is ready for that just yet.
I have to agree. But the big question I have for you tonight is who did you run into at the stadium?
So before the game, I ran into Logan O'Hoppy's godfather, told him about Randy's T-shirt, showed him the photo on Fast Times Under the Halo, the O'Hoppy is my Poppy shirt. Absolutely loved it. He said that the entire family wants it. And I was like, okay, let me know. We can probably, I told him we're not going to try to profit off of his family. Direct family, let us know. I'm sure we can work out a deal, sell them to you at cost, whatever. But once I started telling him that a lot of the money we raise goes to charity, and I told him about the special, the team that we sponsored and all that, they were all in. They were like, oh, we don't need a discount, anything for charity. And by the way, he said that if we do that backpack giveaway in September, to text him, and he's going to make Logan help us hand out backpacks.
Oh, sick. There you go, man. See, that's what happens. Our boots on the ground. Fernando, he's on the ground in New York. Some people will get that reference. But Fernando's on the ground doing Fernando things, which is making contacts and kissing babies and getting charity money in for our causes. Way to go, bro. Way to go. And getting and Fernando's freaking.
His godfather also runs some special education teams out here in the New York area. So I told him that if he ever needs anything, he has my number now to reach out. And the community's always willing to help. I know you and I are always willing to help, and a lot of people on our network. So we definitely have a partnership now with the O'Hoppys. So.
That is awesome, man. See, we're making connections here on Halos in the Infield, not only with the people listening and watching, but all those behind the scenes at the ballpark and players now. We've gotten a lot of players, young ones coming through the system, or even veterans who have left the game, and now we're getting current players. So that's awesome. We're moving on up. And then also, real quick, we're going to have, speaking our charity, we're going to have some pictures this Saturday of the first ever game that the team that we're sponsoring. So, it's going to be fun, man. We got a lot of big things going on. And how's the weather besides it? Is it humid up there, or is it just breezy and cold?
Super cold, man. It's in the high 30s right now. So the breeze was killing me. Like I said, I was wearing shorts. Thank God I went to Marshall before the game to buy a long sleeve because, man, I would have died. But before I let you go, I'll give you my quick rundown on Yankee Stadium. Oh, but one other person I ran into, Sarah Valenzuela of the LA Times. I messaged her on Twitter. She made the time to come over and say hi. Chit-chatted for a couple minutes. She said when I'm out there for the tailgate that she'd like to come by and meet everybody also. So we'll have to hit her up in July. But Yankee Stadium, it gets a bad rap about a lot of the people, a lot of Yankee fans being aggressive. I didn't encounter that at all, man. Everybody was welcoming. Everybody was super nice. Everybody was quick to tell me what to eat, what not to eat. I ran into Brett Phillips before the game. He was nice enough to give me a baseball and sign it. As much as I like Brett Phillips, let me know down below if you on the live there, the comments, if you guys want me to raffle off this Brett Phillips ball, let me know. If you guys want it that bad, I'll give it away to one of our listeners. So, Todd, let Todd decide what he wants you guys to comment if you want to be entered, and I'll gladly give the ball to one of our listeners. But Brett Phillips, nice guy. Literally, I came over and I was like, Brett, and he came over, shook my hand, and he said, "Hi, I'm Brett. Nice to meet you." And I was like, "What? Who the hell does this guy think he is?" I know who he is.
That's awesome.
Such a nice guy, dude. But yeah, the game was great. The stadium was a lot of fun. The food sucks. They had Ohtani shirts and jerseys for sale, which was bonkers. I don't know why the hell they were selling Ohtani City Connect jerseys at Yankee Stadium, but go figure. It was a lot of fun. I'm sure we'll talk more about it on the podcast, but thanks for taking the call, man. I'll let you get to some of the listeners' calls. And like I said, guys, if you guys want this Brett Phillips baseball, let me know. We'll make it happen.
You got it.
Have a good night, everybody.
Hey,
before
you go, Fernando, Roger wants to chime in with something. Oh, you can't hear it on the phone. That's right. You're going to have to hear it afterwards. All right, brother.
Take care.
All right, there goes Fernando right there. He wanted to chime in with.
I was pretty cocky. I want balls and John Staples.
All right, brother.
It's the Hamel Honk line.
Hey, Todd.
What's going on?
I can't believe we're finally turning this season around.
Yeah, I mean 9-8. That sounds better than being under 500, right?
Yeah, Ohtani, can't believe another home run tonight. Hopefully, we can see more of that in the next few games.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little tricky tomorrow with Canning, but if Canning can come and give us about a good 4 or 5, you'd hate to throw it into the bullpen again. But you figure if they had to use the bullpen guys again tomorrow and they could come through, we somehow squeak away a win. I have confidence that our boy Sandoval can pitch good enough to give the bullpen a rest in that third game, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully we can see more out of Rendon, like we did tonight.
Yeah,
Make him go smart.
Yeah, because Rendon, a healthy Rendon and a Rendon that can drive in some runs is really good. I mean, there's no one's ever said the guy doesn't have talent. It's just we've all been disappointed that he just can't stay healthy. And it seems like right when he does turn the corner a few times, he goes back out in the IL or he takes a day off. So we've got to see a lot more before we start saying, man, he's here. He's finally here in Anaheim.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And Walsh is another guy. I feel like he's on the same boat as Rendon. He gets going, and then he goes either on the IL or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, he's also another guy that he had the one good year a couple years ago, and then last year was just riddled with injuries, and the shift just killed him. So I was really hoping that he would be on the opening day roster to get going, to fight to not have that shift and see what he could do to get back to form. But we haven't seen it. We have no update of when he's going to return. We don't know when Stassi's coming back. So those are two guys, as much as we don't like to say Stassi's important, he is kind of important right now with no real true backup behind the plate.
Yeah, with Wallach probably being cut and Theis, we're stuck with Stassi as a backup.
Yeah, it might be because today they said that, Wallach was on the taxi squad as an emergency catcher. So they brought him up to the, with the team, but he's, just a backup right now.
Yeah. And I was looking on, where to buy the shirts and stuff.
Oh, we're going to have those soon. It's going to happen May 1st. We're going to kick off a complete line of merchandise. We're just right now figuring out the colors. We just got the machines to be rolling in this week. So we're going to be printing our own stuff, man. No middleman, no high fees. That's why we're not going to be like another podcast that was charging like $45 for a shirt. That's ridiculous.
Hard.
Yeah, so we're going to be giving out. We're not going to be giving out Hanes shirts either. That freaking that melt down in size like after 3 washes. So we're going to use some pretty good quality shirts too. So we're going to take care of everybody. Trust me, price wise and quality.
Yeah, you always take care of the fans, unlike certain other podcasts that will not be named.
Exactly. You know what's up. You know what's up.
Yeah. It's just crazy how I feel like some podcasts just care about money over their fans.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, we try to, I mean, if you think about it, we're not even that big, but because you guys support us, or you guys are always there for us and messaging and freaking coming out and saying hi and everything, we feel like big shots. So I mean, we're very appreciative, but we're not ego driven. We love the fans because we are fans. So we're not putting ourselves ahead of you guys at all. Like we're all one family here. That's why we share the food, share the beers when you guys come out to the tailgates, and we hook it up with stuff when we can. Like last year, man, we gave away a bunch of stuff for free. Just a bunch of merchandise and memorabilia. So it is what it is, man. We're going to do a lot more of that this season.
And hopefully this year on the roster, we can have a healthy Rendon, Trout, and Walsh.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thanks for the call, my man, Landon. You have a good rest of your afternoon.
Yeah, let's go Angels. Let's hope we can pick up a few more wins over the Yankees.
Absolutely.
All right. See you when we come home again.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll be there. I'll come by and say hi. Take it easy, man. Say hi to your grandpa.
Yep, will do.
All right. See you. All right, that's Landon right there. That opens up a line, 714-598-3221. Don Hammond says, can we talk about how good Andrew Wantz has been? Quietly been out quietly been our best pitcher out of the bullpen. He has. He's been pitching with a lot of confidence. I'll get into that in a minute, Don. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Todd. I got some good news and bad news.
Uh-oh, what's the good news first?
Well, actually, now that I think about it, it's just really bad news. So the people I went to yesterday at Rip Curl, they said they're full on staff, but the other Rip Curl, I'm going to try them out and a restaurant job. And then I get my license in almost 4 months. Okay, so you're working towards having a car. Is your mom going to hook it up with a car, or are you going to work for it? I don't know. It's kind of going both ways right now, but we'll see. I think if I were you, I'd work for it. The car would be much sweeter if you earned it yourself. Yeah. And then what else? I'm going to celebrate my 17th birthday in like 3 to 4 weeks now because I'm going to the river for it, and I'm having a bonfire and it's lit. All right. You're having Mountain Dew hiccups right now? No, I just had some food, so I'm having a little hiccups. All right. Yeah. But speaking of Mountain Dew, I might have some in a couple weeks or something out at the river when I'm out at the river in a couple weeks. When are you going back to Angel Stadium? Probably not until this summer because I got a couple of weeks until I go to the river, but I'm going to talk to my grandpa and see what he's doing and, like, see what my cousin's doing because we want to bring him to a game and my other cousin too. So we got to bring the youngsters to the game, but I don't know. I'll talk to my grandpa when we're coming back out to the Big A. Let me know, man. I might be able to do something for you. Yeah, and are you going to when are you going to go to the game this upcoming weekend? Are you going on when Ohtani pitches on Friday, or when are you going with the clown outfit? I'm definitely going to be there Friday. Saturday could be the clown. So I'll let you guys know because I'm going to make that call on Thursday. Yeah, isn't Patrick Sandoval going to be pitching on Saturday? I believe so, yes. Yeah, because is that not enough time for his arm to rest? Oh, actually, you know what? You're right. He's not pitching that one. They switched around the rotation. I have to see. Let's see. Why did they do that on us? Why did they switch up the rotation this weekend? I'm not sure. That was a Nevin call. So yeah. I think it's going to be Anderson or something because he's not pitching Yankee series, so I think it's going to be Anderson. Then maybe Canning, or not Canning, maybe someone else because all our pitchers have been used this week. So they said they moved Ohtani to the Kansas City Friday night game, right? Yeah. So that means Anderson will pitch on Saturday. Detmers will close out the Kansas City series. And And then what about the A series after on the Monday night?
It
Do
says
you know?
it says Suarez, but I guarantee you it's going to be somebody else.
Yeah, they're just switching up on us this year. I was so good at the rotation. Now I'm like, well, it's switched up on us. So
Yeah.
But other than that, I surfed yesterday, and I'm doing online school now.
All right. Well.
I started this week.
All right. Well, let me know how it goes, man. It's a little different doing in-home studies, so.
No, but I still have my homies, and I still have the people who are nice to me. I'm just not dealing with anyone else.
Good. All right, man. Get your head straight and everything, and don't worry about what people say.
Yep, and hopefully the job works out, and hopefully I do good on online and next year online and go into football games and stuff and rugby, and hopefully Angels can win tomorrow night when I'm watching. Go Angels! And I'm watching the Doyers win right now, but hopefully they lose. And yeah, go Angels!
All right, Big Hammer. You take it easy. You got it. All right, that's Big Hammer right there. Apparently things are going better than they were, so that's good to hear, especially after that phone call last week. Let's see. Bullpen came up big today. Javier says, remember, it's now how we start, but how we end the season. I feel we are going to F some teams up and make it to October, even if most of people hate on us. It's true, and Randy says that's spot on right now. Let's see. Also, the chair chimes in with, I miss being that age. I change a lot. That's true. I guess Anderson Saturday. Let's see. Via ESPN, it's Canning, Sandoval, Otani, Detmers, and Anderson. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's basically SoCal. Thank you for giving me that update right there. Bring up Silseth. That's probably going to be next on the agenda. Todd got to go to a Suarez start. Yes, we do. We got to go to a Suarez start. That's probably going to be an Oakland series, so maybe we can get to one of those games, James, and then critique him live. I'll talk him up, you talk him down. Let's see. Fernando says, we love you, Big 20. Let's see. The chair says the same thing. Let's see. Trotter, here's time to go. He's not a fan favorite. Let's see. Also, Javier says, my bad. I retract what I said. No hate. Sick, but yeah. Let's see. Also, the chair says they used to play the Bette Midler version of New York, New York when they lost at home. Oh, that's right. That's right. Let's see. Also, I got a few more sound bites I added today. So you've heard a few others. I got some songs, but I got these for specific situations. This is straight from Mateo right here. So that's for Mateo, and then I got this one because I just love how she says this. Because this little chick, no matter what you think of her and what she says, I don't care. This is damn right hilarious. It's nothing to do with her politics, but when she says this, I I can't stop laughing.
How dare you?
One more time.
How dare you?
And then remember this presidential candidate from a few years ago? And then this guy.
Talk about playoffs? You kidding me?
Playoffs?
Playoffs?
And then you got Allen Iverson.
We're talking about practice. We're talking about practice. We ain't talking about the game. We're talking about practice, man.
That was last year. Allen Iverson should have been our hitting coach because when they asked, why aren't you guys taking batting practice? Allen Iverson should have been like, we're talking about practice, yo. Not a game. We're talking about practice. That's what we needed last year was some goddamn practice. Because maybe we would have hit the ball better than a 200 average or less. Because that was the problem we had all last year. Mateo says some really encouraging stuff right here. Because again, what happened last year with the whole, or not that last year, but this year with bullying and that kind of crap, rears its ugly head from time to time. It could be pressure on a kid, especially I think if it's just bullying at school, it's one thing. It's when it reaches social media status. Trust me, my daughter went through that and it was not a good thing. And we had some issues with that too. So it makes the parents want to kick each other's ass at the same time because the dumb kids can't keep it straight at school. But Mateo chimes in with, you're a good guy, partner, meaning Big Hammer 20. Ignore some stuff people say. Let it go in one ear and out the other. Beautiful. Also, Fernando says, no one wants the Brett Phillips ball? So, again, if you want the Brett Phillips ball, I think we'll figure out something to raffle it off either today or tomorrow or something like that. on the playoffs one is perfect. When is Papa Fox coming on the show? Papa Fox is going to be. Well, he was actually watching the game today. He kind of hurt his back when he was doing some gardening in the back of his yard today. So I had to play nurse and put some what is it called, icy hot on his back, and he was much better watching the game with a beer. That's always a good cure. He also said though, well, it would have been a lot better if it was a nice young woman rubbing my back instead of my son. I'm like, you must not appreciate me helping you out there, huh, Pops? But yeah, he was being a little sarcastic today, so he was in a good mood, and especially with the Angels winning. But he'll be. I'm trying to get him on soon because he's almost done with his train set, and you guys have to see the train set now. It looks amazing. I helped him build the mountain. He put the city together. Did the wiring. I mean, it's really, really cool. So if you guys like trains as a kid or whatever, that was my dad. He always had train stuff around. Lakers fan in Japan says, yo, the part of Whittier you from, don't worry, I live in Japan. I ain't going to stalk. I'm in South Whittier, homie. South Whittier. I used to live in Uptown by the what is it called? The antique store. There used to be a orange packing facility close to what's that street? York Street by the high school. I used to live over there by the high school, but I'm in South Whittier right now. Let's see. Fernando, the chair wants it for charity if you can't give it away. Little Wayne says best base running by the team all year. Stolen base by Ohtani in a key moment. And aggressive base running by Trout and Rendon resulted in scores runs instead of them being stranded at third. Keep it up. Exactly. Movement on the bases, pressure on the pitcher. He can't throw a wild pitch with a guy just straddling off of third base, and you're able to hit sacrifice flies like Tio Tony, and good things happen. Or you have a runner at second, and Tio Tony sprays one into right field. It falls down. Trout gets the green light, and there you go. All kinds of excitement. Also, Javier says, you should play the Talladega Nights to all the haters. It's not your first or your last, all the Dodger fans. I'm going to look that one up. Can't believe Rendon ran all the way from first to home. That was surprising. Papa Fox out here, eh? Randy says, what do the Angels got to do to get Todd in a second? No, you've already got me in two bad positions, no pun intended. And I'm not looking forward to the other one.
Smart thinking.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
I wish I knew what was going on because I wouldn't have made that mistake, and then it would have been knowing half the battle. Let's see, Roger. What's Roger Lodge saying?
I was pretty cocky. I want balls and John Stamos.
He wants balls and John Stamos. Landon says, did you get the Lindy Ruff soundbite? I'm going to get that one, and especially the one that your grandpa asked for, too, the Dodger one. I've got that one coming up, too. Trust me. Let's see. Also, Randy says South Side. Yep, hell yeah. Scotty's breakfast was awesome. Scotty's is the best. Big 20 says, dude, when I get my license, I can drive and do a live video and a podcast. And yeah, St. Paul High School. No, that was Whittier High School. Todd lives on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. By the way, SoCal, nothing. I mean, no offense to the great man and that was Martin Luther King, but you can go to any city in America and Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, although dedicated to someone who represented peace and trying to bring people together in the community and, trying to get away from division, his streets are always the roughest. I'm sorry, man. They're always the roughest no matter. I've been to Memphis, Chicago. There's many Martin Luther Kings in California. There's one in Washington. They're all over the place, and every last single one of them, it's like, well, after sundown, it's probably not the best place to be. So, yeah, you got to watch for that. Let's see. Has anyone noticed AM 830 broadcast is a little behind? I noticed they are one hitter behind. Yeah, they're on a sick delay right there. And then plus they're calling the game from a van. They don't travel. Their broadcasters don't anyway. What did you think about Ohtani batting second? Look, for one game, it's all right. I'm still not in favor of your two best power hitters in the 2 spot. But we'll see. Maybe this is something that juggles it around. Trout looks better at third. Ohtani looks better at second. I got to see a bigger resume. But if it's not broke and it works, then I look stupid, and I'd rather look stupid and them get it right on the field. You know, I'd rather be like, hey, you know what, Suarez can be good. Yeah, I'd like to take the clout for that. I've also said in the past I didn't like a certain pitcher, and the pitcher takes off. We're not always 100% on, and especially when it's a good thing, when we're calling out, you know, a guy for sucking, and all of a sudden he takes off. Man, by all means, I would love that. I would love to eat crow of when all these guys who sucked last year, or if Adele, we're calling him a 4A guy, but he comes up here and he finally gets it, sort of like how our boy Ward did. What if Adele kicks ass when he comes up again, if he gets called up again? Then we'll be eating crow, and I'll be fine with that, because anything done positive for our team on the field, no matter who it is, no matter what kind of, even if, like, Steve Elise hates Rendon, but tonight she couldn't talk crap about him because he won. And you know what? He contributed. So eventually, if players like that keep doing that, and Rendon knocks the fans down a peg, because he's put us here by his lack of play, his lack of heart at times, his not caring about the game of baseball in general, and then also just getting hurt all the time. If he turns that around and puts together a solid season and still is a dick, I don't think anyone's going to care. I mean, the biggest dick in all of sports was Barry Bonds. He hated the media. He hated the fans. But he could hit a home run a long-ass way. He could set records all year long. And that, you know what? He became one of the beloved Giants of all time because of that. Nobody cared that he was a douche to everybody. That's what she said right there. SoCal says. I actually got that one right here too. Where is it? No. It's right here. See, now the soundboard's getting too big.
That's what she said.
Let's see. Roger is going to have fun with the Ohtani homer tomorrow. Yeah, Roger is going to be like, Ohtani, check this out. It was a wall scraper. It was a butt scraper. It was in between the linings of the wall. You can almost say it went between the crack of the fans and the wall to get over for a 2-0 lead. It went into the number 2 slot of the stadium, in the back door, so to speak, of the wall, because he didn't hit it over the top. He hit it towards the back door, sort of like the last place you would find it where the sun don't shine. And Ohtani got all of that one. Oh, Ohtani! And then, so you get the rally thong out. Landon's already calling for that one. Should add the Jeopardy Daily Double to that. That one's a good soundbite too. Could have had a Stamos to the third base coach tonight. Yeah, Dan. He's been getting a lot of freaking non-Stamoses because he's been holding base runners up. MLK Boulevard, Randy concurs with that. True, Chris Rock said it. Lakers fan says, cool, I'm from the West Whittier near Sorensen Park. We'll be back at the end of October on time for the Angels World Series. Well, if you do, let's get a drink, my friend. There's a lot of cool places to eat out there and hang out. That's for damn sure. Also, Mateo says, James, can you play the home run from Ohtani, please? I'm not James. He passed away I'm not James. He passed away a few years ago. Okay, James. That's how it is. I mean, like Roger Lodge. And you know what sucks? I tried getting him to do a cameo. Like, you know those cameos that you could pay him? He's actually charging like $50. And then his cameos are like 30 seconds to a minute. He has nothing but the Sports Lodge stuff behind him. However, if you ask him to do, like, say, hey, you know what, say what up to Todd Fox from the Halos in the infield, or, hey, say go Angels and talk about this, he won't. He said supposedly in his contract he can only talk blind date. So why do you have all that Sports Lodge memorabilia behind you? And you're over there going, when I was on Blind Date, that was a good 10-year run. Do you know we had 500 episodes? I'm like, wow, no, I didn't. But that show still is not impressive. I would rather you talk Angels baseball. I can't do that. I actually paid for one and sent him the script to read off, and he politely declined. How do you decline a freaking cameo? That's why you're on Cameo in the first place, you cheap bastard. You're trying to use whatever left you've got of your C+, what do you call it, fandom or your C+ celebrity. You should be taking anything that they give you. You know AMA38 ain't paying you millions of dollars. Come on. He could have had a nice little cameo that I could have gave it to Randy. He could have chopped those sound bites up and we could have turned it into like a week's worth of material. But no, I'm too good for that. I can only do Blind Date because everyone remembers Roger Lodge from Talk Soup and also Blind Date. No. Man, I can't stand that guy. Also, Cesar Chavez Boulevard's another one. Yeah, that's true, dude. Nothing good happens on Cesar Chavez. It's like way to memorialize these larger than life people that did so great by putting their streets in the worst neighborhoods. It doesn't make sense. Heard the Fletcher banners were going down today at the stadium. Yeah, that's sad, but it had to happen. When you're swinging a bat like a helicopter in the box, yeah, it's time to fix things. If the thong happens, it should be added to the clown outfit. Oh my, I will never get in the stadium, bro. I mean, my white legs, you'll need sunglasses to see me in the daytime before the game starts. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I'm hoping to go as a clown on Saturday. I'll announce that tomorrow. It just depends if I can get the time to do it. But if I do, I've got a surprise. A surprise that it's either going to happen this homestand or the following. And it's you want to have your kids around because I'm going to have some stuff to give away. And I got the approval from Angels Brass. I made a phone call and talked to the PR department, and they said it was okay to do so. So it's going to be nice. It's going to be cool, and it's going to be a surprise, and it's going to be something that people have been wanting to see for some time. And someone jocked our idea last year and put it in play for one game, and it was pretty lame. But I'm going to bring it back if I go. So I'll just leave that there. If you can guess it, then yeah. $50 from his car. Javier says, F that. $50 equals 2 beers at the stadium. Exactly. Mateo says, hi, Roger. Are you allowed to talk UCLA basketball? I can always talk UCLA basketball, especially Bill Walton. That guy could smoke a bowl like no other, and he had basketball shorts that started at the ball section of his legs. And I wish John Stamos would take the Bill Walton approach when he would go out and play basketball with me. I think it's a good look to see a golden brown young man with a tan of just solid gold. That's why we give away the golden Stamos, because that hair, that black hair at the age of 55 is nowhere greased up with any kind of black paint or any kind of dye. That is his real hair color. That's his real skin color. And John Stamos. Oh, boy, the smell of John Stamos and UCLA basketball. James, we got to go to commercial. Yeah, he's clean up in aisle 3 or whatever. Gene Autry Way right there. Yeah, nothing bad happens on Gene Autry Way. Roger, if we lose Ohtani, it's okay. We still have Mike Trout. He's a really good player. That's true, but he has a special love affair with Ohtani. I live on the corner of Malcolm X and Danny Glover. Stupid. Fernando says, let's see, the ball charged $0. Oh, wait. Lesser. Oh, this ball was charged for $0 for the cameo. My groomsman got me a cameo by him. Who was it? Lesar Ball? Oh, LeVar Ball. That's right. He charged me how much for? Because it just says 0. My groomsman got me a cameo by him for my wedding day. The sad part is a 60-second cameo lasted almost as long as the marriage did. Oh, hi-yo! Wow, see, you know you're awesome when you could take a shot at yourself and still laugh. That's oh man, that's good right there, man. Oh, because that wedding was a big time. Yep, and a lot of. And don't feel bad because that was the soundtrack of my last relationship before this one. So don't feel bad, Fernando. If you swing and don't contact, it's a strike. Also, Angels have been 1-0 ever since Sleepy Joe goes to the stadium. Sports News says. Thundersticks, Sean says. Yes, Thundersticks will be making a return. They will. I'm telling you. Wearing vests 24/7. We have a spill in Isle Catella. If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, Grill Master, that's something you need to retire. Still waiting on your silver and gold commercial. I did watch Blind Date back in the day. Mateo says, Todd, another good sound bite would be the strike 3 call from the Naked Gun. That's a long one, though. I already tried that one. That's why I took some others from that movie. Also, I take shots at myself, and all y'all call me a downer. Come on, Randy. Come on. We all take shots at ourselves. And we do laugh there, too. Oh, LeVar says it was $300 for a cameo. 60 seconds. God damn. D's nuts and got him. And that's right here, I believe. Where is that? Because, again.
D's nuts. Got him. Got him.
Yeah, and there wasn't too many walks tonight, so you can't really like look at the Angels pitching or even the Yankees pitching and say, there was a lot of outside balls and everything else like that. So it was a well-pitched game for the most part, and hold on, and there was just there wasn't that many pitches outside, so you didn't have to worry too much about me bringing in the Harry Doyle comments here like this one.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed. Ball 4.
Well, actually, that was Suarez.
Ball 8. Low, and Vaughn has walked the bases loaded on 12 straight pitches. Boy, how can these guys lay off pitches that close?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it was. So I take that back. It wasn't a well-pitched game. Also, it says Big 20 says you've been thunderstruck. I love. What about Vincent Price's laugh? I've been still looking for it, and I'll get it. Lakers fan says looks like we get decent folks here. Reddit is a cesspool for doomers. Well, you know what, dude? We were trying to. I think Mateo was going to try to set up a Reddit. I don't know if you want to start telling the Angels fans from Reddit to come over. But if they don't suck, then bring them over. But the ones that do suck, leave them there if you want to just message them or whatever. But we're growing this page, and this actually we had a lot more people. We're trying to get everyone from Instagram over here to YouTube because YouTube is where it's at. We get it's a better feed and just better quality. And then Lula didn't work out. I'm still fighting with them. They owe me money. But again, real quick, let me plug them. 714 tickets, 10% off of a purchase by just putting Halos in the infield, which is HITI abbreviated. And then you get 5% back as well for a future purchase and a chance to win a free jersey courtesy of us. So with that being said, too, Todd, you should do a cameo. I don't think anyone would pay for it. You get enough cameos right here. I'll say whatever the hell you guys want me to. Let's see. I love Bill Walton. Yeah, that's why I bring it up, Chair, James, because I know you're a big fan of him. Todd needs an OnlyFans for his Yankee series. Well, Randy, if you keep making these bets, then yes. I'm serious about starting the Reddit right there. All right, I will spread the word out. And then if you can, Lakers fan, and you do spread the word and help us out there, I'll send out something, some memorabilia, maybe a bobblehead, a jersey. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff here coming up. We got a lot of merchandise to give away and sell at very good prices if you can't win it on our shows, because there will be the return here in May of Trucker Hat Trivia. For all those newbies out there, Trucker Hat Trivia is, we just haven't narrowed down the day, but it will be one of those to where you call in, we give out trivia, and whoever gets it right first in the messages gets a free hat. We mail it out to you. There's no shipping cost to you. Brand new free trucker hat right there. Then also we give away shirts from time to time. We do the jersey thing with 714 tickets. And then you could also buy some of the best designs that no one has been able to get a perfect read on or to see, because either of everything that's gone on the last couple of years, or we weren't able to establish an outright store. But we've got some sick designs by Randy, dude. That, I mean, I'm telling you, one that we're going to have for our fans on July 1st as a giveaway for all those that we're going to tell you about the surprise there. And then we're going to have all his other designs that incorporate the page, or players that are coming out that nobody has made shirts for, or jerseys like Ohapi and stuff like that. I mean, I'm telling you, when we do the reveal, when Randy sets it up, and we do this whole reveal with the merchandise and everything, I'm telling you, you're going to want this stuff. And whether you win it through us or you freaking buy it, it's going to be at great prices. So we're going to have coffee mugs, shirts, the whole nine. So there you go. And hats. Also, let's see. Grillmaster says, Where's Loser by Beck. I'll get that out there. Oh, Tiny. And we do have a Reddit, Fernando says, but it never got off the floor, I think. No one besides me is on it. See? If we get swept the next homestand, Todd should wear a cheerleader costume. Why do I always have to? Why do I always have to wear the outfits? See, I got myself into the thong. Freaking Randy's trying to put the banana insert here, and I don't want to do that. So it's sort of like...
Mind if I pull the underwear out of my crack?
Yeah, see, I'm going to have to pull a banana out of my crack. It's not going to be great because it's going to cause me a lot of
emotional damage.
So we need to get out there and beat the Yankees tomorrow so we could because Fernando was like walking out of Yankee Stadium pointing at people like and we need to do that to our local Yankee fans you all know one or two around here that profess to be a Yankee fan but have never gone east of Texas at all and claim to have gone to Yankee Stadium, don't know their stuff. So man. But anyway, with that being said, a big win tonight. As I summarize it up as we're approaching the hour mark here, I appreciate all the calls and also the messages, and we love the comments from everybody. Keep it up. Keep mentioning us in our story. We throw it back on our feed as well, so we cross-promote with you on Instagram especially. Shout out to Fernando and safe travels for you. Shout out to Randy. Shout out to Jer, which is James, who does a pregame show, and also Rob that joins. If you haven't heard their show was fire. I got to hear it today. Randy and Rob with their weekly wrap up from last week. They got into a lot of cool stuff and looked ahead to this week. Me and Fernando and Courtney do our trio show this week as well. And then also we have JT and myself did a Around the League show. So we touched on that. That's all that stuff's on YouTube. So if you haven't liked and subscribed yet to YouTube, why haven't you? We got a lot of stuff going on right here. Hit the notification bell right away. When one of us goes live, you'll catch it right away. When you get any kind of new content, boom, it's right there. So if you're a Halo honk, which I haven't honked my honk all show, then you want to ring that bell to be notified whenever it is. And if you can, like my friend Lakers fan in Japan said, he'll freaking pass the word out. If you can do that, word of mouth helps a lot. So you keep that up, good things will happen. SoCal says, I'll be at the game on Sunday flying in from Texas for my graduation. Hell yeah, SoCal. If you're here on Sunday, and if I don't know if I'll be able to make it Sunday. Sundays are tough for me. But maybe we'll have somebody there and you can come by and say hi to them from the page, or just hit us up, message us, make a little video and we'll post it. Also, Mateo saying toe Todd. Oh, F you, Mateo. Let's see, I have 4 Speedos, but unfortunately they won't fit Todd. You're saying I'm fat. Let's see. When I make the Reddit, don't send it to you or Todd, question mark. Lakers fan saying sweep. Also, Landon says, Todd, you could wear a Speedo instead of a cheerleader costume. I'm not looking forward to that. Let's see. Make sure to give us a like as well as a 5-star review. There you go too, Mateo, for the podcast as well. Hay says, I'm going to get that Mike Trout bobblehead. There you go. It's going to be this Friday. You might want to get it because there's another one coming up with Ohtani later on where he has a brown robe and a lightsaber. That's going to be something where I've always wanted to get my hands on Ohtani number 1. But Ohtani with a lightsaber number 2, oh boy, Ohtani, he will get me like, that's going to be dangerous. So everybody, thank you so much for all your time on this Tuesday afternoon. Well, let's go get him tomorrow on the Wednesday. Go Angels. Oh wait, hold on. Let me play this out before we go, because I've been meaning to do this.